How you like this Boris Johnson look, huh? The ex-prime minister, that guy who used an egg beater for a comb. He took pride in that. But yeah, he sort of ran his life sort of that way too. We're always telling, you know, the honest people wear on the outside what they are in the inside. I mean, that's what this clothes are for me, question marks and hearts and stuff. It's how I feel inside, and put that on the outside. So if you hate this, we're saving each other lots of time. If you love it, well, man, I'm gonna love you too. So I know right away, because this is me inside. Whether people like it or not, a lot of people don't think I'm an idiot. That's fine. We're saving each other time. But what I want to talk about now, there's a lot of unclaimed stimulus checks that are sitting both at the federal government, at the IRS primarily, and at your state governments. There's a lot of states that gave out stimulus checks, and even the federal government. And the federal government, besides, you know, you have like, what is it, 3 or 4 payments they gave out, and then plus the checks they also gave out through the tax system. So you had to fill out a tax form, and you got this. I'm down at the mall. This is Smithsonian. It's one of those Smithsonian. Yeah, it's a nice day today. It's like in the 70s. Yesterday, I think it was in the 50s. So it comes and goes a lot. But I guess that's global warming, colding, or whatever it is. But it certainly sounds like trouble. Trouble right here in Windy City. But more importantly about the tax stuff. I mean, if you don't pay taxes, you haven't paid taxes, you have to go and pay, because there's probably money for you. You know, particularly if you have children, there's a lot of tax credit for children. That, you know, people are getting up to $12,000 for that. You know, also if you didn't have children, what they did is people who don't make a lot of money were able to get like $1,500 if you didn't have a child. You know, wow. But you had to file a return. And you assume you have to check that you're eligible for that if it didn't happen automatically. So that's what they're trying to find these people. But what you ought to do is go to irs.gov and start doing some work on your end, so you don't let this slip through your fingers and miss out on probably a big chunk. Because particularly if you didn't get any, and you should have got 3 or 4 at least from the IRS. So if you didn't do that, you could use IRS free file, IRS free file. And when you get there, make sure you go to, it's a .gov or a .org. Remember, when you're looking for stuff, free money and stuff like that, never go to any website that's a .com. Only do .gov, G-O-V, or .org. So look at IRS free file, and then also for the child tax credit. Man, this is big money, you know, and that's GET, G-E-T, CTC, as in childtaxcredit.org. They set up a new thing there for you to apply right there. If any of that doesn't work, then call your elected official. Tell them, I'm trying to get that, I don't know. They've had this call many times, and they do it all the time. And call them if the IRS doesn't work. And the elected official one they call is your federal elected official. And that's your 2 senators and your congressman. Now, when you call these people, you know, they may or may not help. You never know. I mean, people are people, you know, and that's what makes the problems in the country, and that's what solves the problems in the country. So you may not be lucky, and so that means you just call again. You call another representative. You go down the list. If you don't get any help from one, you go to another, you know, and that's what it is. Now, how do you get that list? You go to Common, C-O-M-M-O-N, and then cause, C-A-U-S-E. .org, see, .org, orgy, not orgy, orgy, O-R-G, and file, because and they'll do the tax return for free if you make less than $73,000, and the stimulus checks, big stimulus checks are out there, 9 million people. You have to do that. Okay, now the other thing is states. States, I mean, I'd say over half the states have them. I found a list. I'll put the links to the lists I have here, particularly about the federal and about the half a dozen or dozen states that are starting new stimulus packages. Alaska, $3,200. That's a new stimulus packet check they have. Colorado, a new one, $1,500. California, up to $1,050. These are new ones. Illinois, $50. I don't know why they. It sounds like almost as much money to send out the money, doesn't it? $50. And that shows a little something. Indiana, $200. Rhode Island, $750. So they're new kind of thing. Virginia, $250. So how do you find those? Well, actually, I would go to 211, and you can call or look for under financial assistance. And because sometimes you call 211, they can't know all the details of every program. They don't know. So if that doesn't work for you, then go to search for financial assistance and call 1 or 2 agencies under there, or 3 or 4, until you feel comfortable about you got everything that's available. So that's, oh, a lot of choppers in there. That looked like military. So it's 211.org or find, F-I-N-D, help.org. Okay? And when you got there, call 211, find help. You have to just search for people and see what's there. Another way to do it is talk to a financial counselor at HUD, HUD.gov. And they have financial counselors for free all over the country. They'll know about those things because they run into it all the time. What if you already got a stimulus? Well, you have to make sure you got them all. That's the important thing. There wasn't one. I mean, there's a half a dozen or more at the IRS, and then states have a few. So that's why you have to check your IRS and go to the, what was that, free tax? Oh, man, wait till you get old. IRS free file. Yeah, and go there. And then also getctc.org. And actually, particularly, I think what people miss out is the earned income tax credit and the child tax credit if you have no children. So you make sure you know about that for childless people, okay? They're the things that people are missing. I think they're 9 million. So that's what you got to fish around. So just don't take one answer. Call up your local library and ask for free tax help, okay? They'll know organizations in your area that provide free tax help. You could also go 211.org or find help and look for tax assistance, or free tax assistance is the way to, if you need face-to-face, one-on-one. So that's all for free. And the states, well, the same thing. They'll probably have that too. What is the childless tax credit? It's an IRS. And last year, it's usually about $500, but last year it went up to $1,500. So that's a big piece of change. See, if you don't know about it, you don't have children, something you're missing. Okay, so it's a childless one. And you got to find out about that. We always had it, but it was increased last year by like $1,000. So that's nice money, a lot of people. And I'll tell you, our grant, people are leaving that on the table. I can't get over that. I mean, I have a business, I make money trying to show people how to get grants from the government. I'm giving out grants to my members, you know, $40,000 a year, and a month, and this month we're going up to $60,000. And gosh, I say 20-30% of them don't pick up the checks. You know, the information we have is not getting through to them or whatever. I mean, that's amazing. So if you ever applied for one of our grants, we've had them for about 14, 15 months now, go to the websites, go to the groups, and find out if, you know, the months you applied, if you're a winner or not. There's a lot of money sitting here. And that's why we're increasing this month from $40,000 to $60,000. And next month for Christmas, we're also going to $60,000. So make sure you apply for the Christmas one. That ends on December 4th. And we're giving out $60,000, man. That's just to me, one of the proudest things I've done in life. I mean, I never thought I would do something like that or had the money. I'm a small little business, let alone make that kind of profit and then be able to give it away is just a wonderful joy in life. So that's why I feel if our members are kind enough to us to give us a profit, we pay ourselves, then we give the profit back to the members. I mean, to me, that sounds most of the thing. What do I need? A yacht? Do I need more clothes? I got so much goddamn clothes now. That's crazy. My kids are educated and out the coop and everything. They're all doing well. I'm 78 years old. How many more years ago I got? 10, 15? So what do I need? A nest egg for what? No, it's to help people who need it. And that's what's important. And everybody, if every one of us helped one other person who needs help, imagine that. Half the problems in life would be solved because half the people are solving the other half of the problems, right? And that's what I see. It's just the disparity. These people in this country are so goddamn rich, and so many are so much in financial trouble. It just makes no sense to me, but I don't know how to solve the problem macro way. So in a micro way, I think this is the way to do it, is just set up a system that helps itself. And the members are all in financial trouble in one way, or most of them, and some want to improve their lives. So we give I've just joined, where do I claim the unclaimed estate in my state? Okay, you got to go back to the beginning, or go to, just ask the question for that. But in your state, in every state, it's really go to your state elected official, or go to, actually HUD probably is a way, HUD.gov, and look for a financial counselor, because they'll know, they're all free. HUD gives grants to these financial counselors to help you for free. So they're all free and they'll help you, and they help you with debt and all that kind of thing. So they should know about those things. It's really calling elected official, they know, but you're getting a staff person who is less likely to know that. But that's another place. Sometimes you have to go 4 or 5 places to find out. And that's what we don't train people, is to what to do where you think you could get help, you don't. 90% of the time, that's going to work. That's going to be the case. You're not going to go to the first place you go and get help. No. And what are you going to do next? That's how you really get help. You have to learn how to do that, because 9 times out of 10, that's going to happen. I know it's 9 times out of 10 because when I wrote about 100 books and only 10 made money. So 1 out of 10 books made money when I knew everyone would. I thought, I'm wrong. We're wrong about life, man. Life doesn't sit there. Golly, noisy helicopter. Yeah, it looks like a police or a military helicopter. I'm in front of the Smithsonian Institution building, the National Museum of American History. It's a nice building. You ought to come here. A lot of nice buildings in the Smithsonian. You ought to come here. But that's why I feel I live in Washington. You're paying for all this. All this is free for me. But it's paid for by taxpayers. Same thing with the grants. It's already paid for. And that's why the rich people know that, and they go get all this stuff. And the other people don't really understand it much or whatever, don't really believe in it or whatever. They just leave it on the table. Like, I think the people who leave the grants on the table that we're giving out must think I'm full of bullshit and I'm really not doing this. I am. Nothing pleases me more if I could help you solve a problem with $1,000. Man, what? I have it. I want to help somebody. Please let me help you. And that's, I just can't get over it. That's what's so fun about life, man. What you think it is, it ain't. And the only way to find that out is to try. And the only way to learn about something is to try. And when that doesn't work, try something else. Because that's what leads you to the good stuff. Your failures on the stuff that you thought worked stretches your mind to find something else that has a better chance of working than what you tried first. because you were wrong, baby. We're wrong. So get out there and fail. Get out there, prove yourself wrong so you can get to the stuff that really is right. And the only way you're going to figure that out, I believe HRJ when I do all debt, private and public, are paid by the government. Yeah, I guess in a way. I don't know. It's above my pay grade. I'm just trying to help you find money to get out of financial trouble. And it's there, but it takes work. And that's why we train. We're training more now than everything. We have like 3 or 4 live video training programs, joint, group. So you can ask questions and everything. And that goes on 3-4 times a week. That's cool. And then you could ask questions 100 times a day. That's cool to me. Consultants will charge you thousands and thousands of dollars. To me, it's a smorgasbord. $20, all you could eat. Because you need the money. So let me help you. Please, baby, please. And that's letsgohelp.com. Or if you're not on Facebook, go to letsgohelp2.com. Okay, if you don't want to do Facebook. It's the same service, just on 2 different ones for people who don't like Facebook. And if you belong to one, you automatically belong to the other one. So if you're on Facebook, you want to see what the other one on, just ask for the link. We have a link, a backdoor link you get in. If you go in, the front door is going to ask you to pay. So you don't want to pay if you already paid us on the other one. So we'll get you in the back door. Don't worry. Talk to you soon. Peace.